Your Honor, as you will see in that document, the District Attorney's Office has uncovered new and significant evidence. In light of this evidence, I've just filed a new charge against Lionel Lockridge, murder in the first degree.
What are you talking about?
We therefore request that bail be set in the amount of $5 million.
Oh, thank God.
What is he, nuts?
What is this, some kind of a joke? What is he accusing Daddy of?
God, is this true?
Warren, what is he doing?
I knew he had something.
Order. There'll be order in this room.
Your Honor, this is outrageous and highly irregular to demand such excessive bail.
I'm sure that Mr. Capwell will give us a hint as to the reason why he's asking for $5 million.
I assure you, Your Honor, that the DA's office has very strong evidence. We've been conducting an extensive investigation of Lionel Lockridge. But of course, your ruling must be based on fact and not rhetoric.
That's correct.
The document already presented describes the evidence found to date, which we feel more than justifies the amount of bail requested. However, here are some supporting documents I think you will find pertinent.
Now, I'd like to look at these.
And, of course, the defendant is entitled to the same information. As you can see, Your Honor, we have evidence that places Mr. Lockridge at the scene of the crime. We have evidence that points to a motive.
Evidence of the motive? What motive?
Well, it's all there. The cover-up of another crime.
Ladies and gentlemen, though I don't approve of the way this matter has been handled by the District Attorney's Office, the weight of evidence before me cannot be ignored. Therefore, Mr. Lionel Lockridge is to be remanded into custody on the charge of murder in the first degree. Bail is set at $5 million. This hearing is adjourned.
This is a setup. It is a setup! And Mason, you and your father are going to pay for this. Are you sure? Are you dead sure, Mason?
Yes, I am. We've matched Lionel's fingerprints with fingerprints found in the study at the exact spot from where the gun was fired, in fact. We also found in his possession the note that brought Channing to the study.
You have all that?
We also know his motive.
What is it?
We can't reveal that at this time.
What do you mean we can't? I'm not talking to the DA's office here. I'm talking to my son about the murder of his brother.
Thought you said I wasn't a Capwell anymore, Dad.
Daddy, please don't get too upset.
I'm too upset. Lionel Lockridge may have killed my son. I want all the information now. I want all the facts now.
I'd rather not open that can of worms
You
just
open
now.
it.
Dad, has to do with Sophia.
Just don't. Why? Channing had everything. He had the world at his feet. Why, damn it?
No. Lionel and Sophia were seeing each other behind your back.
I don't believe you.
It's true.
If you're basing your case against Lockridge on that, then you're making a big mistake, Mason. Sophia would have been completely repulsed by the likes of Lionel Lockridge. I don't even think they've ever met. I'll never forgive you for this.
Dad, look at this. And this.
What is this? What is all this?
The handwriting on the picture is Sophia's. LL with love.
Doesn't mean anything.
Look inside. The ring at the initials. Sophia gave that to Lionel.
I don't believe you.
Dad, do you ever remember Channing wearing that ring?
Yes. Yes, I guess so. The day he died, I saw him wearing it, and I asked him about it. I hadn't seen it before. It's his ring. She must have given it to him.
Sophia had been dead for 10 years. Channing acquired it the day he died. It had belonged to Lionel.
I don't understand.
Somehow Channing found out that Sophia had given Lionel that ring. On the day he died, he must have made Lionel give it up.
Give it up?
Yes. He was going to reveal to all of us the fact that Lionel and Sophia were having an affair. But Lionel got wind of it and killed Channing before he could tell anyone about it.
Sophia loved me.
Dad, they were lovers. Look at the picture and look at the ring. We found the ring in Lionel's house, where he had hidden it. We also found the note that brought Channing to the study. Don't you understand, Dad? Lionel had to silence Channing, and he had to get the ring back. So he killed Channing and pulled the ring off his finger. All because Sophia...
Stop it! I can't hear any more of this. I can't! Sophia wasn't like that.
As a Matter of fact, Dad, Sophia was like that. It was my mother, Pamela, who wasn't like that.
Pamela?
I think it's ironic, don't you, Dad? That it was my mother all along who was faithful to you, who genuinely cared for you. But you chose to believe in a woman who was as unfaithful as she was beautiful.
Mason, you fabricated this whole thing. I won't have you talking about Sophia that way. She and Lionel never met. If they had, I would have known it.
They met before you even entered the picture, Dad. Now, I've done my homework and I know what I'm talking about. Lionel was a consultant on a movie that Sophia made before you even knew her last name. It's true. I can get you the film if you like. It's kind of interesting to see both their names in the credits. Sophia's is first, of course, but Lionel's is much further down, somewhere between the costume designer and the gaffer. But it's there. Now, that's the story. I'm sorry it can't be a prettier one, but at least it's a true one. Lionel killed Channing. Two reasons why I put as much work into this investigation as I have, Dad. One is because I didn't want to go to prison like Joe Perkins for a crime I didn't commit. And two is, just once in my life, I wanted to hear you admit that you were wrong. Just once, I wanted you to apologize to me. Is that so hard for you to do, Dad? Is that so damned hard?
There must be some kind of explanation.
There's a very simple explanation as to why people have affairs.
Not in this case, there isn't. If she was having an affair, it was against her will.
Against her? Dad, don't you understand? This was a long-term affair, an ongoing...
It was against her will. She was coerced, if not physically, then psychologically.
Psychologically?
He must have had something on her. He must have been blackmailing her.
Into giving him pictures with that kind of inscription on it?
I'm telling you, she wouldn't have done that.
Daddy, why don't we just...
She wasn't that kind of a woman. She would never have been attracted to Lionel Lockridge. How could she have loved a man like that?
Dad, why don't you just face facts? You can't change what happened.
We don't know what happened.
We do.
We don't know why it happened. We don't know the circumstances behind it. There has to be an explanation.
The explanation is that she fell in love with him before she met you, was in love with him after she met you, and even after she married you.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar, and I'm not a killer, and I'd like some acknowledgement of that from you.
Mason, you disgust me. Dragging Sophia's name through the dirt along with Lockridge's.
I didn't do this. Sophia did this. Sophia and Lionel. You gonna blame me for this, too?
You went out and dug it up. You went out and found the filthiest mud you could to smear across the Capwell name.
All I did was try to find out who killed Channing. I had nothing to do with his death or with Sophia's affair.
You disgust me, Mason. You always have, and you always will.
No surprises. If I'd really thought this out, I would have known that it would end this way. No. Don't worry about me, Eden. I'm fine, really. I'm fine. In fact, I'm just full of new ambitions. Just brim full. Great new plans.
What new plans?
Oh, good ones. Ones that will keep me busy for a long time to come.
Mason, please don't turn yourself inside out.
I don't have to do that, do I? Other people do a good job of that for me, like Dad, for instance.
What kind of new plans?
Oh, goals. Really, everyone should have goals.
And goals, and what kind? What are they?
One of them is to see Lionel Lockridge convicted of murdering Channing. That would make me a very happy man.
And the second goal?
Second goal. Well, that's more of a long-range intention, really. One that should keep me busy and out of trouble for a long time to come.
What's that?
To find a way to unseat, to permanently unseat C.C. Capwell as the head of the Capwell family.
Eden, what do you think about all this?
What do you mean?
I saw your face at the hearing.
It's all very confusing.
You weren't even stunned. Not even shocked.
Yes, I was.
Not like I was.
Daddy, we're two different people.
Eden, if you know anything about this, I want to know about it now.
Why are you getting upset and angry at me?
You haven't answered my question.
Look, how was I supposed to know about Lionel?
How was I supposed to know that Lionel was going to be accused of killing Channing? You tell me that, Dad. I mean, I don't know what's going on around here anymore. I don't even know what to think.
The whole world has gone mad.
Yeah, I suppose so.
One thing I do know. Lionel Lockridge is an evil force. It's got to be eradicated. If he killed my son 5 years ago, he's going to pay for it. He's not going to get away with some fancy lawyer doing maneuvers around us.
Well, if Lionel is guilty, I'm sure he'll be punished.
Maybe that's not good enough for me.
What do you mean that's not good enough for you?
I want that whole family out of this town, every last one of them.
What?
Yes. We're going to go after them. We're going to get rid of them. And I want to find out what they're trying to do to us with that logbook.
The ship's log?
Yes, that's right. I want to know exactly what that thing says.
Daddy, you're not going to get that without Lionel's permission.
Lionel's permission? Do you think that's the way I'm going to handle it?
Well,
Lionel Lockridge and his family are a cancer. A cancer that has to be eliminated. If he and Sophia... If he seduced my wife and then killed my son...
Daddy, please don't get upset about it.
Look what's happened to my family because of him.
What do you mean?
I feel like my whole family is turning against me. Mason is going to spread Sophia's name all over Santa Barbara in the process of prosecuting this case. Ted, he left the hearing with Lakin. He didn't even have the decency to separate from her one afternoon.
But he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, they're just kids.
He's a young man.
You can't blame them.
He's a young man. He's making choices, and he's making bad choices. And what are you sticking up for him for?
I'm not sticking up for him. I'm
Kelly,
a sister. I
look at
think
Kelly
there's reasons.
and Joe.
Kelly is fine.
And you, Eden.
And what about me, Daddy?
I think you know more than you're saying.
Daddy,
That's what happens to a cancer. It gets inside of your body, and it turns against you. Lionel Lockridge and all he stands for and his family have gotten inside the body of my family, and I don't like it. I'm going to wipe them out. Every last one of them. Before it's too late.